What can I say? I tried. I gave the game the benefit of the doubt and made a fairly balanced review of the first impressions of the game 8 hours in. Heck, I even tried to keep it positive by making a tips video on how to maneuver the business ventures, but still, in the end, it took a big steamer on my chest and didn't even say thank you. I went in and I played most of the venture missions, all the side missions, and for the most part, it was okay. Nothing too flagrant to come on here and rant about. I mean, it's no secret that the writing lacked, and it did. The game never convinced me of the supposed blood bond friendship the four characters had with each other. The game gave us four random characters, that's including yours, with no explanation to their past or why they were so close that they decided to share living quarters, risk their lives for one another countless times, and eventually start a citywide gang. It doesn't. You're forced to accept their friendship as it is and move on with it from there. That's the main reason why, when it came to missions where I had to care about the characters, I didn't. I didn't know them. All I knew was their name and one or two quirky characteristics they had. That's it. That's also very important because near the end you're forced to save all three from someone you first assumed was your friend. The same someone you put in prison right at the beginning of the game. That same someone you also broke out from prison later on because, quote, fuck Marshall, for some train heist that had no build and seemingly came out of nowhere. When you do have to save them from that specific character, your character starts saying one-liners to itself about each friend and how he or she is going to save each one and why. Like a redemption song. I don't know redemption from what, but there it is. Despite that, I played it because I was having some fun with the actual gameplay. Mindless shooting, cartoony car crashes, I mean, why not? But then the game made the ultimate mistake. The entire thing led to a final or near final mission. I mean, I'm assuming it's the final mission because it's titled Final Showdown, and I haven't been able to get past that part since I first played it. A mission that is 100% broken. And that was it for me. Let me show you what I mean. This was last night. The premise for the mission was that you got betrayed, you basically died. There's an after-death mission / experience that you have where you try to come back to life while running around a life-size board game. A nod to the mini board games these four best friends apparently played because you know they're friends and that was their thing, which again I didn't seem to care because of lack of setup. So you revive and then you somehow end up reviving this crashed jet fighter you first trash at the beginning of the game that's in the middle of the desert. A jet fighter you only see twice in game as well. Once at the beginning and again during the train heist mission where you use a tank on the train to shoot one out of the air. If that sounds fun to you, it actually was. The mission wasn't too bad. Anyway, you're in this thing. You teleport just out of range from the tower stronghold where this character took your friends to. Right off the bat, this thing flies like a boat. Super wide turns, real slow. Once you hit a dive, that's it. It's real hard to pull it back up. This thing has two weapon features, rockets that are not heat-seeking or lock-on, and a charged laser beam that shoots straight. The game then says, oh, by the way, you have the zoom-in feature, so that your plane can hover somewhat in place and you can focus on shooting things below. Yeah, it doesn't work. Look at what happens when you try to do that. You can't see a damn thing. A slight tap on the joystick and the damn thing veers off course like crazy. So that's out. And now you have to fly by over and over trying to shoot helicopters, cars, and individual enemies on the rooftop and on the lower streets with missiles that are not heat-seeking or lock-on, and a laser that has to be charged and can only shoot straight. As you can see, the helicopters aren't too bad, but the individual enemies way below, nope, no way, you can't do it. To top it off, if the jet hits the floor, that's it. The rockets continue to propel it forward, so you're literally stuck. You can't shoot back up. There's no mechanic that pushes the jet away from obstructions. You literally have to wait now until it blows up. Unless, of course, the game randomly despawns the enemies, which is what happened to me once, and there was no one to shoot me to blow up the damn thing up. I had to manually restart the damn mission from the main menu. Check this part out. As I was trying to make my way around the map, it actually wasn't doing this myself. The plane actually got stuck in this position and I couldn't get out of it. And for those who might be thinking, well, why not just go way out and try to use a broken zoom? You can't. If you go too far, then the game says you're out of bounds and starts to counting you down. Even from the very edge of where you can go, you still can't see a damn thing with the zoom feature. Now maybe some of you out there are thinking, what if it was just a temporary glitch? What if I just came back to it another day and I tried again? Well, I thought that too. So, as angry as I was, I turned it off, came back to it today, played the mission again, and guess what? You're right. It actually worked. This was how it was supposed to actually work. The thing was actually supposed to hover there in place, giving me a chance to shoot everything on the floor while simultaneously switching back to jet mode, flying around, going back to hover mode, and destroying everything underneath me. But no, the first time it just couldn't do that. Now, how was I supposed to know? I thought the freaking game was broken. I was about to break it myself. I mean, I spent $90 on this game for me to get to the final stage and have it crash on me like that. I mean, come on. But in the end, not being able to finish the game, the story was still pretty mediocre. There's really nothing special to it. So it all ends with you kill the guy that took away your friends. That's it. There's nothing else to it. You guys are still best friends. You guys take over the city. And you see stupid shit like this. And that is it. You kill the guy, take over the city, and it's over. I mean, it's a game at the end of the day. It's just a game. And there's been a lot of hate on this game, and I completely understand. I'm somewhat doing it myself now. But then the credits roll, and I realize, hey, you know what? This game was actually worked on by people, actual people. People who study to create games like this, who probably spent hours, countless hours making something like this. It's still a piece of art. It's still someone's pride and joy, someone's heart and soul, someone's sweat and blood. So I got to thinking, I mean, was it really that bad? The answer is yes. Yes, it was. This game could have been so much better. I'm very disappointed. But hey, at least at the end, at the very, very end, I was actually able to get a skin that completely complements this game entirely. Yeah, check that out. Sums everything up in one whole skin. So this is the end of this game. Until the DLCs drop, I'll probably be making a bit more videos. But until then, this game is done. I am done. And this review is done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. If you have not yet, please subscribe. I would really greatly appreciate that. You guys take it easy, and I will see you guys on the next video.
Eli?
Oh my God, he's right.